Hey guys, Brony General here, back with another video, and today I'm actually going to be talking about the downsides to CRT TVs. Now on my channel, you hear me do nothing but talk good about tube TVs because, in my opinion, they are the better way to go. But they do have their flaws just like everything else. So today I'm just going to be going through what's bad about these. So the first thing is standard CRTs like this one have very low resolution. Now, we're not talking about my HD CRT. That one doesn't count because it's a newer, widescreen HD TV. But TVs like this one, this is a standard CRT. Now, this TV does a maximum resolution by 640 by 480 interlaced pixels, which, when compared to any HD TV, any TV you can buy today, that's absolutely god-awful. Now, it doesn't look bad when you're actually watching the TV. Here, I'll just turn my Trinitron on. Hooked up to antennas right now. Now, it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't look bad when you're actually watching it. When you're just watching TV. As you can see here, that doesn't look bad. It looks fine. Everything's readable on the screen. But then, when you think about it, if you try to, say, plug up some newer consoles or, say, a computer up to your TV, it's not going to look the best. It's going to look just, eh. But, I mean, that only, as I said, applies to these older standard 4:3 aspect ratio CRTs. And it's easy to get over just because when you're actually watching TV, it doesn't really matter. A lot of TV broadcasts are in 480i anyway. But the next thing is, they're heavy as hell. Chevy R. Felix owns a 65-inch LED TV. That TV is about the same height as this one, maybe a little taller, and it's way wider. And it weighs about, I would say, about 60, 70 pounds. Now, that sounds like a lot of weight, but when compared to this 32-inch Sony Trinitron, this weighs almost 300 pounds. It takes 2 people to lift this, and it's not easy with 2 people. 3 people is what I would recommend for lifting a TV this big. So when setting a CRT TV up, it can be kind of frustrating because, you have all these people trying to lift it, and if you drop it, it's all over. Quite obviously, because the tube might, get necked or whatever, So these things are quite heavy. That's okay once you do get them set up like I have mine, but when you are setting them up, it can be kind of difficult when you have a bigger TV like this one. So the next thing is, quite obviously, that CRTs are bulky things. I mean, as you can see, this thing is about, I would say maybe 2.5 feet deep. So this is kind of a thick TV, as opposed to the TV in there, which is a LCD from like 2010, I believe, and it's only like a maybe an inch thick. It's not quite as big as this one, but still 2 feet versus like an inch is definitely a big difference. Now I personally like the bulkiness of CRTs. Kind of gives them this certain look, plus it makes them way harder to knock over and to move around. So if someone like falls against the TV, won't fall backwards or something unless it's a smaller TV. But if you have limited space, then this thing can definitely be a problem for you. So I would say the last and final thing that's kind of a downside to the CRT TV is the fact that the screen has a bad amount of glare. You can see on this TV already right now. Now, newer LEDs, OLED TVs, they have glossy, shiny screens, so they have this bad problem too. But since CRTs have just a pure glass and a LED-infused screen, any CRT, except for certain computer screens, is going to have bad glare problems. My HD TV in my room has horrible glare because it's right next to the window, so when playing games on it, unless it's nighttime, it can be kind of frustrating. But I think that's pretty much all I can think of that's really bad about CRTs, the only downsides to them, which they're all fairly easy to get over when you realize all the upsides to the CRT. So just wanted to give a little perspective of that, and I might be releasing another video on what's bad about LCD TVs and just flat panel displays in general. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one.